when I heard this shit, like, you know, he's coming back, this one's coming back, so I'm like, I gotta step up my game, and that's what I did this year.
Back in the day, it was all about weight. The guys kind of got really big. How much do you weigh so people know what you're up against with these guys?
Actually, last year I had a little bit of accident, let me say it like that, like 5 weeks out. So last year I was like, just like 100 kg.
Bob, you want to do the math? 100 kg? How many pounds?
I think it's 2.5 or 2.
I want him to
220, yeah.
20.
Yeah.
And this year?
This year, so yesterday I weighed myself in the morning and I was 106 kg.
What is going to be different this year? Can you take the title?
Okay, I'm always asking the judge after the show what I need to do. Sometimes I'm stupid, I'm not doing what they said. But I try this year to bring everything and point. I'm working very hard with Mr. Chad and Dennis James.
Talking about Chad Nichols and Dennis James.
Yeah. It's not for me now. Maybe when I start bodybuilding, I try to be number one because Ramy, he needs to be number one because it's money. It's not about that right now. It's about my fans. I have a fans in my pack from all the world, especially from the Middle East. He needs to see one from them. He brings the title there, and I try to doing that.
Stash, okay? Listen, clean shaven. He says he did not lose by the mustache, and he's going to prove it this year, Chris.
You can try.
No, and it's no mustache, it's no fro. It'll be straight up physique and a complete physique for sure.
Bob, this is the apples and oranges type of a thing because the physiques are not similar. They're very different.
No, listen, and that's what makes it tough for the judges because they've got, listen, what's classic? Is classic a look? Is it the physique? Is it a combination of both? Breon, you got beautiful lines, man. Obviously, there's a reason that you won the title. But you're right, Chris. I mean, he's 6 inches taller than you. He's got the hair working, you know, the whole thing. It's apples and oranges. What are you going to give to the judges that they can distinguish and get that title back in your pocket?
I'm just going to outpose. I think it's outpose, Chris. It's just not about my...
Where's he weak? Where do you get the champ?
Oh, I get him everywhere. I get him everywhere. I'm more complete. I have a more superior physique from head to toe. And it's just about displaying it correctly. But first and foremost, let me thank, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Jake and, you know, Tamer and you know, they
Why did he beat you last year?
He beat me because...
It was because of you, or is it because of him? Like, did you just come in off? You let the door open, he snuck in there, or did he just take it from you? Come on, give me something.
No, I will respect the judge's decision and say that he beat me, you know, with probably 3 more poses to my 2.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, and that's what it all comes down to as far as the numbers are concerned. But I still feel my physique is superior again. My physique is more dominant, and I have more of a complete bodybuilding classic physique.
Chris, he's more complete. What are you going to do?
When I came in last year and you asked me this similar question, I told you Classic Physique hadn't found someone who had set the standard of what it was meant to look like. And that was my goal last year. I wanted to come in, and I believe because it was such a new division, it was still searching for someone to be at the top, someone for the young kids coming up that they wanted to strive towards that standard Classic Physique look. I showed that last year, and I was young, and I was not complete. I was not 100%. This year, I'm going to show an improved version of that. Next year, an improved version of that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys what the standard of Classic Physique is, and what's going to be in the future, and I'm going to set it.
Are you worried about Logan Franklin? Because he does match up very well with the current champ.
Not one bit. Not one bit. Worried about anybody. Not worried about anybody. And I'm glad you brought that up, because if you're saying that, you know, the classic structure and the look is similar to Chris's, that does not coincide with me losing by 1 point last year. You know, that doesn't coincide by a shorter competitor, Alex Campanero, winning the Arnold Classic. That doesn't coincide with Terrence Ruffin coming second at the Arnold Classic, a shorter competitor, shorter than me.
He's shorter than Sean, I think, and that's hard to do.
So for everybody out there talking about Classic is going in a certain direction, taller direction, this and that, think about all that. And that's, I want you to think long and hard about all that. And then, you know, the tides are going to turn again Saturday night anyway to a shorter Classic competitor in Breon Ansley. So there we have it. There we have it.
Well, Bob, let's give the champ the last word because obviously
Always.
he's the champion. You got two to your credit. Of course, Danny Hester won the first one.
Yeah.
What did you do differently coming into this one to make sure you walk home with that trophy this year?
Different this year, it was just more work, to be completely honest. Last year was a learning process for me, and it wasn't something I didn't feel like I was falling into my groove quite yet. And this year I really found myself. I got some advice from the champ himself, the GOAT, Phil Heath, and it was exactly what I've been doing this year. He told me to get to know Chris the man, not Chris the bodybuilder. Exactly what I'd been chasing throughout the year. I kind of got more in touch with myself, my mind, my mindset. COVID definitely helped with that, putting some focus on kind of internal stuff rather than external, and everything just falls into place after that. So it's been something where I've been a lot focused on myself this year, my mental game, and it truly feels like I'm coming in here, I'm not competing against anyone, everyone's here to compete against me.
Spoken like a true champion right there. Chris Bumstead.
That's why he's the champ.